right, welcome everybody. We are kicking off today club ladder race. WMZ Drop Bears that put out a challenge. They have put out a challenge against one of the dirt teams. They're almost always dirty. Today joining us, we've got tiny race specialist Johnny B. Hey, John.
Thanks, Matty. Good to be here, mate. Bit of fun. Thanks for the last-minute invite. I hope I don't put us all to shame.
No. You won't put us all to shame. This is like, from what I believe, it's like a new type of series that's kicked off where they're using the Zwift racing rankings where a team can put out a challenge to another team. Then they have a particular courses that they could race for that week, and then the issuing team then sets that challenge, sets the course, sets the distance. Then hopefully, if that other team accepts, off we go. There's going to be points.
Is this sponsored by WMZ, or is this something else?
Nah, I'm not actually sure who runs this, who the actual event organisers are. But something we can find out later on. But from what I understand, though, it'll be top 10 across the line will earn points. Then the team with the most points, they're the winner of the race.
Cool.
So we'll be kicking off shortly, a few seconds, and then off we go. So we're on the Nyokio Crit course today, 6 laps, just over 20 odd kilometers. So
fantastic course, one of my favourites.
Yeah, nice and flat. Like definitely one that's suited to us sprinters.
No hills.
No, yeah, exactly. No hills indeed. No hills indeed. All right, so we're kicking off here. We're watching. We're on board with Desert at the moment. Looks like WMZ like straight off out of the gate. Geez, they're on the attack already.
Wow. These B grade starts, mate, they're very hard, I have to say. I know that it says E grade, but we all know that where these boys are racing.
Yeah, according to the Zwift racing rankings, though, this is actually the Gold 1 category. Interesting ranking system. I'm sure they're still like tweaking it. But yeah, this is the Gold 1 guys.
Yep.
We are all back together. I just got to call out there. Very, very interesting. Is that a guy on a TT bike?
It appears that way, so it could be one of those Zwift bugs where the cache doesn't refresh the rider, but or maybe he is actually on a TT bike.
Yeah, he's yeah. Kudos to him if he's on a TT bike. Kudos.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. Hopefully that'll work out. It's only a fairly short race, so who knows how this Zwiftracing.app ranking will work. So he could be an A cat in disguise.
Yeah, definitely could be. It's going to be just definitely interesting tactics when you got what are we, a 5v5 or a 6v6 we got here? It's gonna make for some interesting tactics on how it all work. I'm gonna just put it out there straight away though. Bunch finish. I won't.
Bunch finish.
Yeah, I don't see anybody getting away from this group. It's yeah, I think they'll be watching.
It is a very tough course to get away on.
Yeah, definitely. Even for the best of us, it's a hard one to get away from.
It's very hard.
Yeah, it looks like 5 versus 5. Yeah, I see like 10 riders have passed the alley sprint. They're all just riding together.
Yeah. Is there? Do you know if there's any points at any banners, any fastest through segment type stuff?
No fastest through segments, no banners. Just purely from the points at the end.
Oh, so pure scratch race.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm not sure
that
what
will be hard to break it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the actual breakdown of points is, but like end of the day, you get your team first 5 riders across the line, guaranteed victory, right?
Yep. And we've got some regular regular solid B graders in there from WMZ that I recognise. Mr.
Oh,
Mulligan, Brett, Deza, a few of the other boys. I don't know any of the
yeah.
dirt guys.
Most of these guys are just coming off from racing the recent Team Dirt racing series
Yep.
that just finished up last week. Quite interesting
Was that
timing on this race though, because WMZ are racing against the Dirt team at the same time that the Dirt Racing Series were having their after party. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's not many people in the after party tonight. Last I looked, there was about 5 in ACAT and about a dozen or so in B. So this is much more interesting, though, to look at new formats. It's always good to see new formats being tried on Zwift.
Yeah, we've got live on Twitch. We've got Nick. Hey, Nick, how you doing? He's shared some information about this this racing series. So we've got the new Zwift racing ladder, where 2 teams of 5 race for finishing points only. So the points are 12, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can be challenged and challenged by a team a few places below you in the ladder. The challenging team picks a course between 15 to 25 kilometers in length. Then you both discuss times and dates. All teams currently race EMEA evenings. Rosters can consist of as many riders as you want. A race will only have 5 from each team, though. Riders are individually ranked, and then that's
Right.
that's ranked by the Zwift Racing. And
Do we have
now
do we
also
have
moving
BMAC
into the
off the
APAC
front?
region. Yes, we do.
So we have
BMAC is on.
BMAC doing one of his old attacks that
Yeah,
he
he's
used to
on
do
the
with us
attack.
in ZRL days.
Yeah, definitely. You get a 3-second gap at the moment. So then followed by Cobell from Always Dirty. Looks like he's on the TT bike, but yeah, I'm definitely going to go with the Zwift bug there, because he does seem to be getting a nice draft going on.
Yeah, I'm also seeing no heart rate there, so I wonder how that's treated.
Yes, that's a good. That's a good point. Not sure on the nitty gritty detail, but yeah, Brett, like, he's opened up a 5-second gap at the moment. The others just seem to be nicely just coasting along, but looks like he's set himself into a nice little tempo there. He's not going too hard.
He's just punching out a nice 4 watts a kilo, pretty much average.
Yeah, so Nick's shared a bit more information about the race. So riders are individually ranked via that Zwift Racing app, and the team is placed into the ladder. So based on their highest ranked rider, it's likely to be more enjoyable if the team is closest in rank. Yeah, we agree with that. Winning team from adding up all riders' finishing points will move above the losing team in the ladder. After a few races, the teams will find itself in a natural place on the ladder where each race is very competitive.
And this is ran by Zwift, right?
I'm not sure, like, if maybe Nick knows like who it's actually run by.
Yes.
It's by three other clubs. So three clubs have kind of got together to put this racing series together. It's almost a kind of a, when you think about it, John, it's almost like a team time trial, right? But instead of like being by yourself, you're kind of starting together. And I guess the whole idea is that almost as a team, you kind of want to get away from the other team.
Yeah, it's just it's a scratch points race, really, isn't it? With no intermediates.
Yeah.
So, gee, Brett's still got a good lead, but there's a bit of a response behind them from one of the dirt boys.
Yeah, we've got
Mr.
Kovo.
Covell.
He's almost on Brett's wheel here. Like,
Yep.
Question is, work together or not work together? I'm going to go with not work together.
I'm going to go with sitting up.
Yeah. Yeah, because you wouldn't want to like take the other team away and then risk them being able to pick up the first place points, right?
Yeah. See people's. So what do we got? 5, 6 seconds, 8 seconds back to the bunch.
Yeah, so what do you got?
And they're all doing less than 3 watts a kilo. So we could end up having these two stay away unless we get a couple more come over. But that bunch behind don't look too motivated.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm gonna see if we can bring up some other detail on here.
Although they've caught up a lot from what I just said, which is interesting. So
yeah, so we've got two off the front at the moment. So we got Cavell from the Always Dirt team, Brett from WMZ.
Brett's the owner of WMZ, founder.
Yeah.
All round good bloke. We better say that while he watches this stream back, I guess.
Definitely. And we've got a couple of chasers. So they got like 17-second gap on the rest of the field at the moment. So we've got 2 off the front, 1 from each team, followed by 2 chasers, 17 seconds back, followed by a further 2 seconds behind that. We've got five riders.
Quite interesting to see the cat and mouse game that's now starting to kick off with Brett Mack and Mr. Koval.
Yeah, they're currently like averaging as a little group here 2.8, 2.9 watts per kilo. Chasing group of 2, sitting on 3 point. No, actually no, sitting on only 2.3. So the chasing group of 2 definitely not pushing it as hard as the front 2 riders. And then the group of 5, they're it's like they've almost like shut down shop for the night.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting for the finale, but it's going to be interesting to see how things get treated for Mr. Koval with no heart rate on. That might be just an unfortunate, one of those unfortunate errors where your heart rate cannot be working. My heart rate monitor has been giving me some grief recently, so
yeah, I'm pretty sure by the like the way that they got the rankings set up though. Anyway, everyone's kind of done qualifying races to get yourself a ranking in the Zwiftracing app ranking system. So I don't think they'll be too worried about it. Because then he's got his ranking. He's in the correct category according to that. So it shouldn't really affect the outcome.
I think there does need to be a bit of wiggle room on that every now and then, because sometimes you get on and forget that you've put your heart rate monitor on.
Yeah, exactly. One day the Zwift will tell us what our battery levels are at, so we actually know if something's going to potentially die soon or not. Something that's always been in place, like on your head unit. So you've always kind of get that notification to say like your battery's getting low. But I guess since we kind of moved to an indoor environment now, definitely something that's lacking from these programs though.
Yeah, so we have pretty much status quo, but that bunch behind are definitely closed down for the night, looking for the to resolve that on the bunch sprint.
Yeah, we're roughly like 30 seconds behind. Oh, actually no, the chasing 2 are 30 seconds behind, and the 5 behind that are a further 17 seconds behind. So yeah, they're pulling out to a minute.
Big gaps.
Question will be, will they get lapped? They
well,
can get lapped.
If they keep riding around at 2 to 2.5 watts a kilo, that's possible. Although it's what, 4Ks? From memory, it's about 4Ks a lap for this circuit.
Yeah, 4Ks a lap. We're doing 6 laps, so we'll be 24 kilometers for the race.
Yeah. So they'd need to be pulling out quite a bit of time to get them lapped.
Yeah.
Probably need more like 10 laps, I think. Just that my maths is not very good tonight. I've had a long lunch today.
It depends how much this group's shut down. We've got the 2 leaders off the front sitting on around 3.6, 3.5. the chasing pack for a moment there was just sitting around 2 watts per kilo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely not committed. Let's just jump around the chasing pack. We'll have a look at the heart rates. You know, we're sitting here with Desert at the moment. He's only around the 150. Holmes here from Always Dirty's only sitting in the 140s, with the Barco in the 140s. Martin, Martin's might be like on the edge here. It's like 170s, 180s. It's kind of a push.
Looks like we've got a bit of an attack on the front here, mate. Who's there trying to get away? Is it Dougal? Mr. Spenceley?
Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah, done some racing with Dougal. Previous life, he's pretty fit.
Yeah, let's jump across to these 2 chasers, Jimbo and Spenceley.
Yeah, that's I'm flicking through at the moment. There's been a few red numbers coming out of Dougal Spenceley's wheels, trying to drop Jimbo.
Right. The chasing too.
Yep.
They are pulling back though. They're down to 8 seconds. It's only an 8-second gap. But there goes BMAC. BMAC's on the attack. He's putting out like 9.8 watts per kilo there. He's put on an attack against Koval. He obviously does not want to be caught by the two chasers, Spenceley and Jimbo. So
Yep.
well, I'm pretty sure you'd be happy to get caught by Spenceley and try and work together. But yeah, maybe he knows about Jimbo. Jimbo, according to like Nick here, Jimbo is all about his sprint. So definitely not one that you want to carry to the finish if he's all about the sprint. But Brett, he's pulled out 5 seconds. 5 seconds already on Koval. So obviously you saw an opportunity there where Koval may have been slacking off it a bit just to trying to wait for his teammate to catch up.
Yep. I guess the other way to think about that was should Brett have maybe waited till those boys got there, and then they would have had 4, 2 on 2, 2 WMZ, 2 Dirt. Whereas right now, I think it's going to end up with Dougal Spenceley from WMZ and 2 Dirt boys.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. But Brett does like to he does love to lead from the front though.
Brett does like to attack. I remember that from many ZRL races.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but Koval, yeah, definitely appears to have been sitting up, kind of dropped off the power a bit to the 2 chasers, Spenceley and Jimbo. They're just about to get up to his wheels shortly. They're only about 7 seconds behind him. Not too far off.
So Koval very may well be on a TT bike, although I've got Zwift running on another screen here, and it looks like he's running the S-Works Venge on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely on an S-Works Venge with disc.
Yeah.
So it's one of those Zwift bugs that we all see every now and then.
Oh yeah. Makes for interesting viewing though. Like he could pretend he was on the TT bike, and that was the reason he got dropped.
Yeah. Yeah.
We jump back to the main pack though. They're just cruising along now.
I wouldn't mind thinking that even Koval is just backing off a little bit to see if those other 2 can get across. It's pretty constant at the moment. Looks like Doug Spenceley and Jimbo have called a little bit of a truce. Haven't seen any red numbers coming out for a while.
Yeah. Don't seem to be working at all. Well, we got an attack from the run, so we've got Johnson. Johnson's on the attack from the back group.
Here we go, pumping 7s out.
Yeah, like they're still within striking distance when you think about that. Like a really good attack out of the pack, and he's already taken off 5 seconds to the two in front, Spencerley and Jimbo. So, yeah, beautiful attack like this. He could, we can see him attach very shortly to the group in front.
You can see them; they're just not far behind at all.
Oh yeah, he's on their wheels. Like he's just about to touch base. Will he go around? There he is.
Yeah, gone.
Yep.
I think that bunch has been sitting there, mate, doing zone 2, zone 3. So, they're going to be a little bit fresher, I think.
Yeah. Well, that attack has definitely put a bit of spring in the step from the rest of that pack, though, because like Des is on the attack. Des is coming across as well. He's only 4 seconds now behind this trio.
Yep.
So if Desi gets across and then these four start to work together, we definitely could see Koval at least getting caught. Potentially even Brett could be right down to the line.
So it was looking like maybe Jimbo and Deza were going to get across and be 3-on-1, but at the moment it's 2 WMZ boys on Jimbo at the moment from dirt. So that'll be interesting. But he's a big sprinter, according to one of the viewers, Mr. Jimbo.
Yeah, but like you can still take those odds though. Like sprinting from a small pack. He just gets to play it smart though. At the end of the day, if he's he should be able to just sit on and get like a free ride to the line. It's going to be up to the other three really to lead themselves out. They can't all sit behind him.
Yeah, and he's definitely sitting on at the moment. He's definitely not doing any work.
Oh, it looks like Deza. Like Deza's, you can see him. It's like he's right behind. Just needs to like dig in a little bit more, and he'll touch there. But maybe that hard dig is kind of taken out of him. But then we've got another WMZ Martin just coming up behind Deza. So Deza needs to jump on. Martin rides smart though. He should be slowing down, waiting for Deza, but no, Martin just sorry, Deza
straight through.
Yeah, really, he should have done that with a little bit easier to bring his teammate along with him.
I think he's going to get there, mate. I think Dez is going to get there. He's a master of managing his power.
So now we've
he's just rejoining. 2
dirt riders bringing up the rear now. I think they'll just probably ride it together and bring it home for Team Dirt there. But so what do we got now? We've got a group of 5.
Yeah, 4 WMZ versus 1 dirt rider in that bunch. Looking pretty good odds for WMZ.
Yeah, so jumping back up to Brett, like he's just tempo.
Yeah, BMAC is cruising.
21
I think we've got one. Are we on the last lap, or we've got 1 lap left?
No, but we're approaching 14 kilometers now, so we've got a couple more laps to go.
Okay, what's the distance?
We'll be looking at 24 kilometers, six laps.
25? Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
Six laps. So we're past the halfway mark.
Yep. And the interesting debate from that second bunch is, what do you ride? Do you ride the Tron or do you ride the disc wheels?
Yeah, much of a muchness these days, really.
Tron's always my favourite.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the Tron as well. Like, to me, it's almost like this psychological thing. Every time I race on it could be like the Specialized and I race with the disc wheels, always go terrible. Jump on the Tron.
I've got the same feeling. I feel like it's harder for some reason.
Get on that Tron and then it just feels good.
Yeah, and I like the pretty lights of the Tron too, which is always better.
Yeah, so despite that Brett's riding is disappointing. We'd love to see the Tron instead.
I'm surprised that he's not on his Tron or something else. He's on one of the fairly low-level bikes, which is actually a pretty good bike, actually, for the drops cost of it.
Yeah, is this he's on the Canyon.
Yeah.
It's got the DT Swiss disc going.
I mean, it's certainly not hurting him tonight. He's certainly putting a bit of effort and going
On,
quite well.
yeah, on paper though, the bike that he is riding, it is quicker than what the Tron would be, and it's a flat course, so yeah, you definitely can get away with it. And he's I guess Brett was a bit worried. Felt like he needed that extra advantage or something, did he?
Yeah. As you said, I think it is psychological because every time I ride something else other than the Tron, it feels harder to me. So, and I think cycling's all about your confidence. So if you're not in the right frame of mind, it can be sit in the back of your mind just as a little doubt. Certainly not affecting Brett tonight. Brett's out there showing us all how to do it.
But being outdoor riders, though, we know the effect that a disc wheel would have outdoors, and it's like normally a heavy wheel, and a lot of courses, like on paper on Zwift, like the disc wheel shows as being the quickest, but we know like there's no way in the world you'd ride a disc wheel up a hill. So,
no, and we see plenty of people doing it on Zwift.
Yeah.
In fact, one of my friends from the AHDR crew, he still thinks that the S-Works Vengeance disc is by far the quickest bike.
Yeah.
And he's, I think he's currently like in the top 5 in Australia at the moment.
Very nice.
On Zwift.
Looks like everybody's kind of at the moment just like settled back down in their groups. So really though, this chasing group. So Kevel, he's just doing his thing, just ticking along. But I would have expected the this group with Spenceley, Jimbo, Johnson, Martin, they would have ridden a bit harder. But it looks like Deza and Martin have actually dropped back off from that group now. So we're back down to 3. But yeah,
maybe there was some pressure on that hill.
Yeah, I would have expected those 5 to actually be working together and start making a dent into that gap, but no, it still appears to be extending.
Yeah, there's looks like there was no risk of that group catching Koval either.
No.
So I don't know that there's a strategic reason. Maybe there was a bit of pressure on after the Castle Park sprint there up that hill, because that can be quite hard, as you well know, Matty.
Oh yeah.
Around the back part of that course.
Definitely, but looks like Deza there might have caught back up. Deza went straight around, caused a little bit of a reaction from Jimbo, but so now we're back together. So maybe Deza and Martin were foxing it off the back, trying to make it look like they were a little bit tired, to then try and catch Jimbo none the wiser and put a little attack on him, which is what they need to do. They really need to drop Jimbo, right? And the best way to do that is
team attack.
Yeah.
I called one of this when I was DSing our team in the dirt race, and we had a few guys from our team. We had 3 boys left coming outside of the chain chomper, and we had a dirt boy with us, and I asked our team to back right off and go slow. Everyone got very comfortable, and I called the boys to attack, and they put 15 seconds into the dirt rider. I think that's what they need to do here.
Yeah, which either they, like, I wouldn't say that these guys should be struggling though, because the pace hasn't been on. Like, it's not like it's a super quick race where they're going to be like they've been smashing the whole way. Definitely think they're foxing it a bit. And see, right now, perfect time. Jimbo's just about to hit the front. They should be straight around him, gone. Yep, there we go.
It looks like someone's listening to us.
Yeah, there goes Johnson. He's put the pressure down a bit.
We need some WMZ boys teaming here.
Yeah, which is, it looks like what we got. Martin, he's just like off the power. Heart rate is up though for Martin. Like he's 187 beats per minute at the moment.
Yeah, he's got a high heart rate. But you know what it's like, mate. Some people's heart rates are really high, some are low.
Yeah, definitely. That's true.
A few attacks coming now. So it's
So Johnson's off,
starting to get a little more serious.
but Spenceley just got a little gap over the rest. But yeah, I think he can see him behind him.
Yeah.
Now, if I was
So it's
Jimbo, right? If I was Jimbo, I'd be happy just to try and like sit in for a little bit. Then I would attack.
Yeah, I'd be sitting in for as far as I could.
Yeah.
If he's a big sprinter, and we don't have his numbers, but if he's a big sprinter, he might be confident that he can beat these boys on the sprint.
Yeah,
if not,
definitely.
you're going to have to use that hill around the back of Castle Park there, which is put some heat on.
Let's see if we can get some data on Jimbo.
Looks like he's quite experienced though, Brett, because he's done the minimum to get across there, the absolute minimum, straight to the back. So that's signaling a fairly cagey, experienced rider to me. So with the 4 going through the Castle Park sprint, Brett Mack is well ahead. He's almost a kilometre ahead now. That little chasing quartet we have.
Yeah, so he's what has he got? 36 seconds over Koval, who's then a further minute in front of the
The quartet, the chasing boys.
Yeah, we still got Johnson by himself, so we've got 3 riders riding individually. Then we've got the four chasers. We've got another attack there by Deza this time. So yeah, they're definitely 1, 2, 3 and poor Jimbo.
Yeah, they're going to work him over by the look of it.
So having a look here at Jimbo.
Jimbo's been fairly coy, mate.
Yeah, he's categorized as a sprinter, according to our Zwift Racing. They got him down as his phenotype is a sprinter.
Right.
So he does put out like 11.2 watt per kilo for 5 seconds, 10.2 for 15. So he can definitely pack a bit of a punch there when it comes to the sprint. But as long as these WMZ riders keep on working him over, I don't think they're going to like leave him with much at the end. But we're nearing the finale though. 20.7 kilometers in.
Yep.
Roughly just over 3 kilometers to go. I'm going to call and say
first and second are nice and secure.
Yeah. So we hit the rewind button there to when the race kicked off. I made a call. I said it was going to be a group finish. Couldn't see anybody getting away.
Yeah.
How could we be
so
wrong?
This course, yes. On this course, that's what you expect.
Yeah, definitely. I guess end of the day, you're playing 2 teams. Not knowing what the tactics are of either teams and what the plan was, but obviously we can see it all playing out now with WMZ team as getting Brett up the road, and then really the rest of him kind of just shut down.
Yeah, and you and I have raced with Brett enough on ZRL on this course exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember he did this on this course, nearly dropped all of us. So we probably should have known better, Matt.
We should have, but I thought he might have been a team player. Let one of his teammates get up there for once, you know.
Well, he is the boss man. That's his nickname on the chat. So
I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, he just wanted to get like a strong start to this racing series. You know, wanted to stamp his mark and say, "Yep, we're here."
Bit of action back in the quad pack with the boys doing a bit of work on Jimbo.
Yeah,
Some red numbers coming out of there.
But there's Jimbo. He's not giving up though. That's what I was saying before though. For Jimbo, it is a case of just trying to like hang on as long as you can, but you then need to be the one to go on the offensive, because if you can go on the offensive and at least draw one WMZ rider with him, then chances are he's going to stay away with that one rider, compared to sitting in the group with three of them, which is kind of what we're seeing happen here. So
we've got Desert. Look like he's starting to sneak off.
Yeah, so what do we got now? We've got Brett up the road. Koval 40 seconds behind. We've got Johnson.
Looks like they've dropped Martin.
Desert is just about to catch up to Johnson, which pretty much then leaves Spenceley, Jimbo, and Martin behind.
Yeah, Martin might get back, but he's got a heart rate of 192.
Yeah, he's just about to touch now. He should just straight around.
He should go around.
Yep, just like that. There he goes. Good tactics there.
Yep, it's the only tactic to play in that scenario.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing though, like even when you're struggling and you know like you don't want to do it, but yeah, you just do it anyway.
Yeah, you do like to see that aggression.
Yeah, so now Spenceley, he's got to play the teammate card now, and he just really needs sit behind Jimbo. And then we should see I don't know if he will just stick with Jimbo all the way to the line, or if we're going to see an attack from him though. Try and see if he can shake Jimbo.
Yeah. All will be revealed in about
420. That's interesting, Dragon Warrior.
If we're a little more organised, we would have had the riders' profiles on things. Regardless what the Zwift Racing app says, I think it's still handy to see the Zwift power numbers.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anyway, we just got the last minute call up here just to give a bit of call for this race. Thanks for Brett for reaching out to us.
Yeah, it was literally a last minute call.
Yeah,
tech experimentation as well.
Yeah, exactly. It reminds me of the good old days when I used to sometimes just jump on Zwift and just randomly jump into a Zwift race and call it.
I remember you doing those.
Oh, Nick, you asked him to stream, did you?
All right. Brett looks fairly assured now. Looks coming up to the finish.
Coming up to the finish line. We're going to about 300 meters to go. He'll drop back his power. Make sure he remains a gold 1 rider. Yep, look, there he goes. Drops off.
Yep.
Good job, Brett.
Well done, Brett.
I probably shouldn't have set on Brett there, because that
we've got everyone appearing around us.
Yep, there we go. Let me just jump back to me. All right, so Koval just across the line. You've got Deza and Johnson are together now. They'll be fighting it out for 3rd and 4th. Looks like they just no sprint there. They're just going to ride along. Johnson for 3rd, Deza for 4th. Still got Martin. Martin's he really opened up the gap between Spenceley and Jimbo. Poor Jimbo, he just got himself worked over in that race.
He did. Pretty hard when you get 1 versus 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Martin will come in for 5th place. Jump back to let's. We're gonna jump on board with Jimbo. Jimbo to the line. Let's see how Jimbo plays this one out. He's on Spenceley's wheel, so that's the ideal place to be.
Yep. I'm not sure Dougal's a sprinter.
Oh, you did pass him though. I think Spencer's probably just going to give it to him. Oh, there goes Jimbo's. He's pumping out 6, 7. Yeah, Spencer's sat up.
Yep.
Then we just 2 more to finish after that. But yeah, good job by the last 2. They didn't give up.
Yeah.
Kept fighting till the end.
Interesting format they chose for this one with no segments.
Yeah, I wonder
and
if it's
very
something
interesting that
they'll
it's split
look
up.
at. Yeah, I wonder. That's the thing. So I wonder if that's something that they would look at. So rather than like, could a challenging team say, yeah, we want to race on this course, but then could they add the extra points in? Could they have sprints and KOMs just to give that bit of variety?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were both wrong. We both said it wouldn't break up, and it did. So that was good. Good course, though. One of my favourite courses on Zwift. This one.
I do enjoy a nice flat course. I remember when this course got released, and then Legion ran that crit series on here, which I was able to pick up the win in Cat B for that.
You were winning that one for a while, right? You won it.
I won overall, yeah. But definitely tough races. But
yep, I still remember my early B days. Those days.
Yeah, but a course that was well suited to me though, because it is flat and it's very hard to get away. So Nick's put out the call. Will we see more WMZ teams organised after this? I will say, Nick. Brett will most definitely push for more teams in stuff like this, and that's probably like why he wanted to go out there and work hard with the team and try and get that victory. So then, he can bring this back now to the rest of the WMZ crew and say, "Yep, great series. We already got a win up. Let's build on that." So I definitely think we'll probably see some more teams turn up. And it's good that it's I guess it's not set. It's not a set time. It's not a set
series every week.
Yeah, so you issue the challenge or you get challenged, you set the time. So, which is good. That helps to cater for the riders. So many series that we see that the time's not good. The day, it could be like the day of the week doesn't really work for you. The time doesn't work for you. So, having that ability to, pick and choose, and even the distance. How many times have we done a race series, like shaking our head, wondering like why we're doing so many kilometers so late at night? Where this you kind of set that. You set it based on the course, set it based on the riders. Yeah,
you look at the recent dirt series we've done. 7:45 p.m. start out of Sydney. You think about our colleagues over in New Zealand. It's pretty late for those boys.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone knows you do like a late night race, you kind of get pretty wired, and then it's hard to get yourself settled for the night then to get to sleep. But even like just like trying to keep yourself fed. Like a lot of people do not like to do a race on a full stomach, so it's hard to even have a meal before you race at that time of night.
Yeah, I can't generally eat inside of 2 hours before a race, and I typically very hard to get food down after a race. So it makes the recovery harder the next day.
Captain Kalgoorlie would like to see more Martin content, please. Look, here we are. We're looking at Martin right now. 115 beats per minute. He's calmed down after his attacks. But yeah, like I'll have to say, like WMZ did have one more starter than Dirt, so they had the advantage. So it was 5 versus 4 from the get go.
Right.
So yeah, I think all riders in there they did well. Brett did good attack. Work together.
Good positive racing from Brett.
Yeah, it's not, and it wasn't a case that they they got caught. And they just shut down. They worked together, just rolled it over. Saw some good tactics from WMZ as well, who are working over poor Jimbo. I feel sorry for Jimbo. He got worked over big time.
Yes.
But that's the name of the game, right?
Having said that, though, he hung in there for a while, so he did quite well.
Yeah, it's always going to be a difficult one. But we got a few in the chat here watching today. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I hope they all enjoyed it, and I hope they had fun, even though it was a last-minute call to get us on and streaming.
Yeah, that was good. It was interesting race. We'll look forward to the next one.
And it saved me from doing the chasing tour tonight on that PRL half court, which is always good not to have to do that. Always
a good way to excuse yourself from riding. Yes,
Yes, I'm always looking for excuses. I'm always looking for excuses. I've ran out, so I need some more.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
All right, Matty, I think I'm going to sign off, mate. I think I'll sign off. And thanks to all the everyone who's watching and asking questions.
Yeah, definitely appreciate everyone jumping in today. Thanks for the follows as well. Thanks for jumping in, the support. Definitely an interesting series that we'll have to stay tuned for and keep an eye on. We'll look forward to the next challenge that Brett puts out to another team. Hopefully, we'll see more teams coming on board as well, which will be good.
Exactly.
See where the series goes. I appreciate that, John.
Yep. Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the support there. That was interesting. Interesting racing series. It'd be good to check out some more of the races to see how other teams do it. And definitely the I'm not a fan of climbs. I'm a sprinter at the end of the day, but yeah, sometimes it can be interesting when you're just like a viewer watching a race and it does have at least some rolling hills and all that, just to see the different tactics that go on, and see how the format goes, and then even I'm hoping with the format that they have, it is good that a team can challenge a team. I think I definitely would like to see second. I definitely would like to see the potentially being able to have sprint points or KOM points at the banners, just to kind of add a bit of variety to it. That would be good. But then even potentially, could a team issue a challenge to not just one team but maybe two teams? Could be good, just to add a little extra into the race, because it could be good, like a three team race rather than just a one versus one type of thing, just to give that little bit more variety to it. Otherwise, you can kind of see with these races where you get one rider from each team up the road can really then shut down the race, and can lose a bit of the excitement, right? But when you throw an extra team in there and make it three teams, and if that one team missed out, then you're going to see those guys working more. So yeah, definitely some ways they can spin the racing and spin the series. Okay, you can hear my the Facebook Messenger. My son trying to call me from his bedroom. Good old kids. But thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. Definitely I'll try and do some more of these for sure. And we'll try and get good old Johnny B back in for some more commentating as well. Mr. Tiny Bike, what is he? Tiny Race Bike Racing, right? Tiny Bike Racer, we'll call him. Loves his tiny races. But on that note, I am done for the night. Hope you all have a good one. Hope you enjoyed it. I will save this video and all that, and I'll get it uploaded onto YouTube as well, and then we'll distribute the link once it's all up. But take care, everybody. Thanks again for dropping in. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a good one. All right, take care.